Good morning to all of you. Welcome back to the Namaste Experience. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. It is now. I think I'm going to set as a rule that everyone here at Namaste Village and whoever would like, we're going to have watches, wrist watches that have no arms, no hands. They just say now. Oh, someone's getting themselves unmuted. Make sure everybody is muted. George, you're unmuted, but now you're muted. Now, right now. That's the key. And right now, we're going to share another of the Master Teacher Within lessons. And I want you to really, really hear this right now. Because this lesson is a full description of a whole mind. What is a whole mind? Well, it's easy to understand just from those two words. It is a mind that knows itself to be whole. It is a mind, your mind, that understands itself with a capital I, itself, as opposed to the split or the ego mind that does not understand itself, never has, never will. Impossible. So all we're really doing is we're coming to the full knowledge of the reality that is forever real within us. And this particular lesson, I think, is a very powerful description of your whole mind. The key of the Master Teacher Within is to realize that it's in you, not to project out onto another special person. That can have benefit. A guru relationship, an elder brother relationship does have benefit. Yes. But there does come a point where you need to claim it yourself. Where putting it outside of you will no longer help you. We have to claim it now. And that's the Master Teacher Within. So I want you to hear these words and to know that this is describing your whole mind. The timeless space within. The timeless space within. Listen to this first sentence. The mind that is one with all reality is also one with every manifested form that extends from that reality. The mind that is one with all reality is, of course, we could add those words, of course, yes. Of course, it is one with every manifested form extending from that reality. Why? Because anything that extends from the reality that we sometimes call God does not leave its source, remains forever whole, extending from that source, but there is no separation. And this is the one thing that the whole mind fully understands. That which extends from the mind of God does not leave its source. So you are also one with every manifested form that extends from that reality we sometimes call God. I am that mind. You are that mind. That mind is all there is. It's easy to accept this mentally. Most of us have accepted it mentally. But the full integration of reality, that's what we're seeking. The full integration of reality comes only from a full-hearted devotion to the source of all reality, a full-hearted devotion. What did Jesus say when he was asked what the greatest commandment is? You shall love the Lord your God with your whole mind, your whole heart, your whole soul, completely, no hold back, No reserve, no, I'm going to protect this just in case. All of it at once. Let me say that again. All of it at once. No holdback. What it says here, a full-hearted devotion to the source of reality. That is the key. Your whole mind. This inner movement of divine will is not only felt, but fully realized. This inner movement of divine will that comes to you from a full-hearted devotion to the source of all reality is not only something that you feel, but it's something that you fully realize. You fully activate. And as long as the aspirant, which is you, remains cocooned or protected within that will, they are safe from all illusory forms. You're safe from all illusions. They cannot touch you. This is the Namaste experience. To come to the point where you are wholly safe from all illusory forms because of your full-hearted devotion to the source of all reality, sometimes known as God. So the only question is, have you come to the point where there is no hold back? Have you come to the point where it's all at once? Say yes. Yes. Even if you're still part of you holding back, say yes anyway. Ready? Yes, I am there. Sometimes we have to fake it till we make it. Actually, faking it till you make it is a very powerful tool. Faking something that is already true, hello? Faking something that's already true actually draws the experience of that truth to you. So even if you don't wholly, completely believe this yet, that's okay. Just say that you do. Say, as it says here, I am that. Everybody say that with me. I am that. Now add whole mind. I am that whole mind. Now. When? Right now. And in claiming that, you realize that it has always claimed you. That was yesterday's lesson. It has always and forever will claim you. And then, as it says here, you will be safe from all illusory forms. Nothing will touch you. Nothing will interrupt that divine flow of grace. Is that what you want?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's try that again. I want resolute. I want uncompromising. Is that what you want?
Yeah.
There you go. Very good. Okay, let's move on. You can begin your journey into this timeless space through supreme acts of surrender to the real. Supreme acts of surrender to the real. Whoa. Can you feel the impact of that? Supreme acts, not just acts of, but supreme acts of surrender. I have no idea what that means, but we'll know it when we have it. It can't be described. A supreme act of surrender is something that just wells up within us and we know it. Oh, okay, I feel that one. That's it. Supreme act of surrender. This is followed by true humility. A supreme act of surrender is always followed by true humility, which is very different than the ego's idea of being humble. To the ego, humility is a form or a degree of guilt. Do you see that? Humility to the ego is a form or a degree of guilt, while the soul perceives humility as a complete release from guilt. That's how your whole mind sees a supreme act of humility and surrender. The ego denies its blanket of guilt by propping up the separate self, your ego, making it appear ominous and large, like a puffer fish that makes itself really big, even though it's all air. So all of that puffing that you do is just air. It's nothing. While the soul affirms reality by, and here's the key, emptying itself. Emptying the self and focusing only on wholeness. That's how you come into this whole-minded state. That's what it means to surrender to the real. Once again, the ego denies its blanket of guilt by propping up the separate self, making it appear ominous and large, while the soul affirms reality by emptying the self and focusing only on wholeness. This is where the whole mind, you, the truth of you, eclipses the split mind and establishes itself as the immovable center of reality. That's you. You are the immovable center of reality. Say, I am that. I am that, the immovable center of reality. Whether you believe it or not, you will come to know it. It is inevitable. Only the time that you choose to take that step is yours. Why not now? Why not right now? I mean, seriously, what are we waiting for? What could you be waiting for that wholeness would not give to you? That perfection would not provide? See, we're so convinced that we lose something by accepting everything. This is the most insane egoic belief in the universe. If I receive or accept everything, I'm going to lose something. I'm going to lose my relationship. I'm going to lose my source of income. And it'll go on with a whole list. But this is the final insane attempt trying to get you to stop this final step into wholeness. You lose nothing when you accept everything. The personality becomes a translucent veil rather than a thick curtain. Isn't that interesting? The personality is no longer this thick curtain that nothing can penetrate. Now, in this state of consciousness, the personality is still there, but it's a translucent veil that light can move through, energy can move through. This is a whole mind. It, along with the body, exists without existing, constantly phasing in and out of the world of form. That's interesting. A whole mind moves without moving to the degree that anyone lost in the web of Maya or illusion feels the promise of that release. To exist without existing. To phase in and out, for that translucent veil to become so clear that it's the light that is moving, not your personality, not your attempt to deny reality itself. The experience of the whole mind dawns when you simply surrender that need. There's no longer a need to assert your own identity. You still will find yourself extending some form of a loose personality or identity, but you're no longer attached to it. You're not trying to get anything from it. See, this is what happens when people, instead of doing what you just heard, instead of surrendering completely, instead, what the ego will do, when you get to that point where it's no longer working, you'll try and shift the identity rather than release the identity. Let's try something else. Let's try another job, another place in the world, another whatever. But guess what? It doesn't work. You will end up right back here in this exact same place, being called to release it all in order to receive it all. So a whole mind is one that simply knows the all, because they are no longer attached to being anything but all that is. And yes, you're still going to interact. Yes, you're still going to appropriately know how to juggle with form, but you'll be a translucent veil. The light has come. Just close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. The light has come. You've been waiting to hear this. You've been waiting to take this step. So why not now? There is no time but right now. Let every other goal go. They'll take care of themselves. If there's still something you think you need to do, if it's important, it'll get done. Or it won't. But become that translucent veil. Exist without existing. A wholehearted devotion to love. This is the call. It's knocking on the door of your consciousness right now. Don't make the beloved wait any longer. Answer that door. Welcome in the beloved. Let them have their rightful place. One more deep breath. And we say together, and so it is. And so it is. I didn't check to see if Victoria is out there. Vicki, are you with us this morning? Okay. Vicki, I'm sure, is attending to her family. So we bless all of them. But let's bring Darla.
James.
Oh.
I'm right here, Brother
Oh, there you
James.
are. Okay.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now. Go right ahead.
And thank you. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for this reading today.
It's a very nice view of the yard.
Did you want to say something? Oh, sorry. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You know, I'm still always slow at this. How to turn it around. Oh, God. Anyway, let's see. Now it's got to be simpler than I'm making it.
Don't worry.
I hit
it's a very pretty
when
yard.
I get that fancy. All right, so let me tell. This is the yard. It's a nice yard. Actually, there's a statue of Mary over there. Anyway, what I wanted to say, we're all in the supreme act of surrender all the time. All the time. We're always choosing, substituting for some other option in time that we think will bring us happiness. That's what we're always doing. Or it looks like a sacrifice to the ego mind. And that's what the ego tells us. It's a sacrifice. You're going to give up your identity. Are you a man or a woman? Are you rich or poor? Are you married or single? Are you this or you that? Try a better job. Try a better career. It looks like sacrifice to the ego. The ego will send us on this endless trail of options, of substitutes for happiness. But just like Scott's song, only love radiates and heals us because it gives us a direct experience of who and what we are. And as soon as we touch that veil, as soon as we open for an instant to that love, that unconditional love, all our problems fall away, not because we solve them, because we didn't solve them. Because we didn't go from one thing to another. We stayed and let love love us. Let God love us. You love that theme, Brother James. Let God have us. If we can stop substituting in our daily lives, and I'm seeing it this very day, you know, in my family, there's a trauma going on, a medical situation, and I'm seeing my mind wants to go to worry or to thinking, and that's another substitute. And it's like wild horses for me right now to bring my mind to the center of love that I am, and share that consciousness with you, all my brothers and sisters. That's what we're doing here. That's having the timeless reality of love present when we share the consciousness of reality, of love, of who we are. And we are doing that. That is what a supreme act of surrender is. To surrender, engaging and thinking about what we think of is a situation, a problem, an upset, instead of simply returning our full attention. Let our eye be single, our wholehearted, that's what whole mind is. One will, that God be God, that light be light, that we are part of that and nothing else. Make no substitutions there, but make no substitutions in this moment of right now, that my attention is on the light and love of what I call God, divine, whatever name or reference I use, on what is eternal now. That's what letting our mind be single is. That's what, when Jesus said, I have overcome the world, that's what he meant. And this is our opportunity to do that together. And we have a family of shared purpose to do that with. The strength of shared consciousness for wholeness, for true purpose is it's priceless, it's timeless. It's what heaven on earth is. It is what overcoming the world is. That there is no desire that will take me away from that one devotion to the light, to love, to the truth that we are. That is where I will keep my gaze steady, and then let that, the fruit of that, the love of that, resolve, direct, and unfold wherever I find myself here in time. So, Brother James, that's where I am today. That's what I'm doing. Sorry that you had to look at the backyard. Here it is. Usually there's deer, a lot of deer in the backyard, flocks of deer. Thank you.
Well, you're the only dear one we need.
Thank you.
A wholehearted devotion to the real. That's what we're here for. So we've got a few minutes left. Would you guys like to come up and share anything? All right. Bring Alden and Darlin up. They still got about a week or so to be here, so we may as well enjoy their beautiful presence. Here they come.
Wow. Hi, everyone. Thank you, James and Vicki. Those were beautiful ideas that we can use in this very day to transform our minds. And the idea that Vicki brought up of the resistance we have is sacrificing something. And the amazing thing about the teaching of the Holy Spirit, our unified mind that we share together, is that there is no sacrifice. And so there's never an instruction on, oh, you need to change this behavior, or you need to give up this substance, or that's not the real teaching. All we need to do is ever just contact that light that's within us, as James was talking about, that inner radiance, as Scott was singing about. That's all that's required. The things that are not helpful will naturally fall away as we contact that light and make it part of our normal day. There's no need to feel like, well, I got to get rid of this, or I've got to make so much money before I can really start focusing on spirit. No, you have to start right now. There's no future in this. And actually, when we think I have to sacrifice 5 minutes of this hour to think about God, and you think, well, I won't be getting this kind of work done. There's no sacrifice, because the inner radiance actually changes time. It's not a real substance, and gives you more time than you thought you had before. You can use that 5 minutes, you might use it in every hour to make the following 55 minutes seem like 55 days. That's how manipulative time is. And it's totally valuable to take a moment and contact that inner radiance in each hour of the day, and not just, oh, I'm good when I'm 65, then I'll start. But yeah, the teaching is, do we have to give up our personal interests? As you contact the light more and more, you find out you have no personal interests. There is only God, and there is only all of us together. And where is it seems like a sacrifice to give up those superficial interests, but the deeper joy of God is waiting for us as we make that commitment, or that full commitment, as James was saying, to make the light a part of every moment of our day. So thank you.
You're brilliant and I love you. I declare it to the world. You're just in my mind anyway. Well, what's been on my mind is coming in now to share is, since 3 a.m, is this little song that Reverend Richard taught many of us here. So you know it. So after I do the beginning, if I can remember it all, otherwise I'll fake it. Please follow along, because let's just be here in the here and now, right, Jet? right here, right now. Okay. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, I am, I pray. Right here, right now, wherever I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, wherever I am, I pray. Right here, right now, wherever I am, I pray. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's just stay right here, right now. Oh, right here, right now. I won't even say all day, right here, right now. Love you all so much. And thank you for being here with us and giving us this moment. James. Lovely James, here you go.
Thanks, guys. Right here, right now. There used to be a song, I think it was in either the early 90s, I think the early 90s, right here, right now. There's no other place I'd rather be. You guys know that song? Right here, right now. There is no other place I want to be. And that's the truth. Doesn't even matter where you are. It's not like right here, right now at Namaste, or right here, right now, wherever you think you should be. It's right where you find yourself, right where I am, right where I am, the presence of divinity within me now. There is no other place I want to be, but right there. So now we go out and we live this. We vibrate this, we extend this, we choose this holy state of true humility Surrender to the real. The daily word today says, putting God first gives me clarity. Do you want to have clarity? Do you want to know your true purpose? This is how you do it. Make that choice. We love you all. Thank you so much for being here. We'll go ahead and we'll close with our unity prayer of protection, remembering that what someday I know I will change this, but I keep forgetting. Instead of wherever God is, I am, we say wherever I am, God is. Okay, here we go. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. Claim that. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Amen, amen,
Amen.
amen. Y punto.
So,
Period. That's it.
love everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Love you all.
Have a lovely day.
See you tomorrow.
Watching the
Blessed
wind
day.
wake up.